Hello! I went all the way to Varrock to where Elemental Workshop 2 quest is, and I realized that there's also the dig site, and the dig site actually blocks quite a few quests that I have in my quest log. So I thought, why not do the dig site first? It is longer, so there is a chance that I won't have time to do Elemental Workshop as fast as I want, but at the same time, I do kind of really want to do the dig site, so let's actually do the dig site. Hello! Oh, hello there. I am a resident lecturer on antiquities and artifacts. I am also set the Earth Sciences exams. Earth Sciences? That is right, dear. The world of Gillinor holds many wonders beneath its surface. Students come to me to take exams so that they may join in on the archaeological dig going on just north of here. I feel like I remember doing this quest in RuneScape 3 because RuneScape 3 has the archaeology skill. So if they don't pass the exams, they can't dig at all? That's right. We have to make sure that the students know enough to be able to dig safely and not damage the artifacts. Can I take the exam? Are you sure you want to? Our exams are serious business. Yes, I would actually love to, of course. Very well. You can, if you get this letter stamped by the curator of Varrock's museum. Why is that then? Because he's a very knowledgeable man and employs archaeological expert. I'm sure he knows a lot more about your exploits and can judge whether you would make a good archaeologist or not. Besides, the museum contributes funds to the dig. But why are you writing the letter, shouldn't he? He's also a very busy man, so I write the letters and he just stamps them if he approves. Oh, I see. I'll ask him if he'll approve me and I'll bring my stamped letter back here, thanks. I like how from my character's perspective, I'm just walking in and deciding to take exam for the lolsies. From my perspective, I'm like, oh yeah, I will need to do this quest at some point anyway. But from their perspective, there's literally no reason to be doing this. I'm assuming that the curator here will be good enough. I have been given this letter by the examiner of the dig site. Can you stamp this for me? What have we here? A letter of recommendation indeed. The letter here says your name is Story Mirta. Well, Story Mirta, I wouldn't normally do this just for anyone, but as you did us such a great service with Shield of Arab, I don't see why not. Run this letter back to the examiner to begin your adventure into the world of Earth Sciences. Enjoy your studies, student. There you go. Good luck, student. Be sure to come back and show me your certificates. I would like to see how you get on. Okay, I will. Thanks. See you later. Does this have any recommendations? No. Like, there's no quests that you're required to do, so I wonder, does anybody know if you haven't done Shield of Araf before you do the dig site? Is getting this man to stamp your letter harder and I just lucked out, or what? Well, lady, we have come back and I have a stamped letter. So there's that. Hello, hello again. Here is the stamped letter you asked for. Good, good. We will begin the exam. Okay, we will start with the first exam. Earth Sciences Level 1 Beginner. Earth Sciences Overview. Can you tell me what Earth Sciences is? We don't know anything, but apparently we can bullshit on the go. The combination of archaeology and vegetarianism. Okay, next question. Earth Sciences Level 1, Question 2. Eligibility. Can you tell me which people are allowed to use the dig site? Professors, students, and workmen only. Okay, next question. Health and safety. Can you tell me the proper safety points when working on a dig site? Protective clothing to be worn. Tools kept away from sight. Okay, that covers the level 1 Earth Sciences exam. Let's see how you did. Oh, dearie me, this is appalling. None correct at all. I suggest you go and study properly. Oh dear. Why don't you use the resources here? There are books and the researchers, and you could even ask other students who are also studying for these exams. She's like, did you know that you could have studied? The label on the shelf reached Earth Sciences, however the helpful books have been taken. It looks like the other students got to them first. Alrighty then, we're gonna go and ask the students, I guess. I appreciate the idea of being brave enough to walk into a place where you know absolutely nothing about, to ask to take the exam on the day that you walked in, without having any knowledge of the thing, and confidently make up answers on the go. That seems like an interestingly brave way of doing things. So all of these are workers. I assume I need some students. That looks like a student, but it also looks like you can't chat with him. That's a panning guide. If I walk past any tools, I'm just grabbing them. Probably shouldn't steal the bones. Ooh, hello! You're talkable. Hello there. Can you help me with the Earth Sciences exams at all? Well, maybe I will if you help me with something. What's that? I have lost my recent good find. What does it look like? Like an animal skull. Well, that's not helpful. There are loads of those around here. Can you remember where you last had it? Was around here for sure. Maybe someone picked it up? Okay, I'll look for it for you from the pockets of the workers. Well, obviously what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to steal from you. I'm just not very good at it. That's not it. Ooh, that's it. That looks like it. I found your skull. Is this your animal skull? Oh wow, you found it. Thank you so much. I'll be glad to tell you what I know about the exam. The study of Earth Sciences is the study of the Earth, its contents, and history. Okay, I'll remember that. It's gonna just be the answer that wasn't there before. I have done this quest for RuneScape 3. For archaeology in particular, I really liked archaeology. I wish that archaeology was in this game, or that the skills that I trained in this game could transfer to RuneScape 3 and vice versa. That would be such a nice quality of life feature, but that's not how life works. Hello there. Can you help me with the Earth Sciences exams at all? I can't do anything unless I find my special cup. Your what? My special cup. I won it for a particularly good find last month. Oh, right. So if I find it, you'll help me. I sure will. Any ideas where it may be? All I remember is that I was working near the tents when I lost it. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Which tents, my bro? Those tents, I assume? Those are the only tents that I can see. What are you doing? I am on an errand. Oh yeah? Whose errand is it that? Where's your specimen jar? I don't have one. You reckon you have been sent on an errand without a specimen jar? Sorry, I can't let you do that. Okay, so if it isn't there, we're not getting it. But I have a... You can't pan yet. Why not? We do not allow the uninvited to pan here. How do I become invited then? I'm not supposed to let people pan here unless they have permission from the authorities first. Mind you, I could let you have a go if you're willing to do me a favor. What's that? Well, to be honest, I would really like is a nice cup of tea. Tea? Absolutely, I'm parched. If you could bring me one of those, I would get more than willing to let you pan here. I usually get some from Varrock, but I'm busy at the moment. Okay, time to go and steal you a cup of tea. And then I'm gonna assume that because the tents are here, the panning tray is here, the guy has lost his special cup in the water. And that's where I'm gonna pan for, but first, I need to get a cup of tea. Also, mind you, every single time when I want to enter this area, the only door that I can use is all the way up here. Can't use this one, and I can't use this one, so this is always quite a little bit of a runaround. It's me! I am bringing you a cup of tea. I've got some you can have here. Oh, lovely. You can't beat a good cuppa. You're free to pan all you want. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aha! It's the special cup, I believe. Very special indeed. Where is my student man? Student man! There we go, that's the student man. Hello there, look what I found. Excellent, I'm so happy. Let me now help you with your exams. The people eligible to use the dig site are all that have passed the appropriate Earth Sciences exams. Thank you for the information. And now I need to find the last person. Yeah, this works. Wonder why can I pickpocket her? Can you help me with the Earth Sciences exams at all? I can if you help me. How can I do that? I have lost my teddy bear. He was my lucky mascot. Do you know where you dropped him? Well, I was doing a lot of walking that day. Oh yes, that's right. We were studying ceramics. In fact, near the edge of the dig site. I found some pottery that seemed to match the design on those large urns. I was in the process of checking this out when we got back to the center. My lucky mascot has been gone. Leave it to me, I'll find it. Okay, great, thanks. The only like big ceramics that I can think of is there, near the vases again. But I may be mistaken. That's bones? That's... can operate that winch. Private area, invitation only. Okay. It's because I'm thinking maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's not the area by the tents. Maybe there's giant urns somewhere else. I don't think so, though. I think that this is like the only place. Oh, there's some upstairs. She hasn't dropped it into an urn, right? I'm searching this tray. Oh, you are you? Well, where's your specimen jar? I don't have one. How can you handle specimens without it? As you should know, specimens are to be kept in specimen jars to keep them safe and preserved. Next time, bring it along. Well, where do I get a specimen jar? Because I assumed they would be inside the specimen tray, right? Oh, those are barrels. I was like, why are there holes in here? Maybe it's in a barrel? I would have to find something to lever it off. Like a crowbar. But... I'm looking for you for any specimen jars inside of you. That sounds a bit wrong, but... it is precisely what I'm doing. Okay, I need either something to leverage it off or a specimen jar. By one of the large urns. On the edge of the dig site. So maybe it's not inside here? Because they say buy one of these. So it could be... but the dig site is like the only thing that's searchable. Oh! Bushes are searchable too! It will be here then. Aha! I have found it! There you are. Guess what I found? My lucky mascot! Thank you ever so much. Let me help you with those questions now. The proper health and safety points are leather gloves and boots to be worn at all times. Proper tools must be used. Thanks for your guidance. So I have all the exam answers. Now I should go and take the exam. I have the questions. I am ready. What is Earth Sciences? The study of the Earth, its contents, and history. Which people are allowed to use the dig site? All that have passed appropriate Earth Sciences exam. Can you tell me the proper safety points when working on a dig site? Gloves and boots to be worn at all times. Proper tools must be used. That concludes the exam for Earth Sciences Level 1. Let's see how you did. You got all the questions correct. Well done. Hey, excellent! You have now passed the Earth Sciences Level 1 General Exam. Here is your certificate to prove it. You also get a decent trouble to dig with. Of course, you want to get studying for your next exam now. Aww! I have a nice little certificate! But apparently there's more. There are more exams. And I should just go and speak with the students. So let's go and extort the hardworking students for their answers so that I can pass my exam, because that is precisely how studying works. Hello, student. Help me pass more exams. I need help with the exam. Well, okay, this is what I have learned since I last spoke to you. Correct rock pick usage. Always handle with care. Strike the rock cleanly on its cleaving point. Okay, I'll remember that. I do like that further information is free. That's nice, Will. And this is what I've learned. Correct sample transportation. Samples taken in rough form, kept only in sealed containers. So, like, don't try and break them open on site, I guess. Fines handling. Fines must be carefully handled and gloves worn. Is it me or she gets all the questions with gloves and boots and stuff? I would like to take the next exam. Sample transportation. Can you tell me how we transport the samples? Samples to be given to the melon collecting monkey. Where am I coming up with this from? Samples taken in rough form, kept only in sealed containers. Handling of fines. What is the proper way to handle fines? Drop them on the floor and jump on them. Finds must be carefully handled and gloves worn. Rock pick usage. Can you tell me the proper usage for a rock pick? Always handle with care, strike cleanly on its cleaving point. Rock picks are to be used to milk cows on a rainy morning. I would love to see that. Okay, that covers the level 2 Earth Sciences exam. Let me add up your total. You got all the questions correct. Well done. Great, I'm getting good at this spontaneous exam taking. You have now passed the Earth Sciences Level 2 Intermediate exam. Here's your certificate. Of course, you'll want to get studying for exam now. There is the exam numero 3, I guess. And once again, I should ask these students. They must get really, really sick of me by this point. I am back! Again! Can you share with me notes again? Specimen brush use. Brush carefully and slowly using short strokes. Okay, I'll remember that. They're so willing and so nice. And I have to assume that they're just sitting here reading a book while I'm running back and forth. The proper technique for handling bones is handle bones carefully and keep them away from other samples. As opposed to, I don't know, using them as a toothpick? Well, it's gonna cost you. There we go. This is the first one to actually haggle for information. How much? I'll tell you what I would like. A precious stone. I don't find many of them. My favorites are opals. They are beautiful. Just like me. Tee-hee-hee. Okay, I see what I can do. But I'm not sure where I would get one. Well, I have seen people get them from panning occasionally. Okay, I'll see if I can turn up for you. Or here's the better idea. I'm just gonna take the long roundabout journey to my bank, where I do have an opal. Alrighty, don't mind the weird flags. The game decided that I should have a mini event while running back and to from the bank. Did you bring me an opal? Would an opal look like this, by any chance? Wow, great, you found one. This will look beautiful set in my necklace. Thanks for that. Now I'll tell you what I know. Sample preparation. Samples cleaned and carried only in specimen jars. Thanks for your advice. I'll try and remember all of that. I may have forgotten parts of it already, but that's fair enough. It will work out. It will be fine. Also, she is the only smart one to actually demand for payment for extra help. Like, I only helped them to ask them once. And then my character just assumed that I can continuously ask them non-stop. So, you know, that is a very interesting assumption. It's like going, can I copy your homework? And then you just expect the person to allow you to copy their homework every single day. I do like the giant vases absolutely everywhere. Hello, examiner! I'm ready for the last exam. How do we even know that this is the last exam? Sample preparation. Can you tell me how we prepare the samples? Samples to be spread thickly with mashed banana. Samples cleaned and carried only in specimen jars. What is the proper way to use the specimen brush? Brush carefully and slowly using short strokes. Or dipped in glue and stuck to a sheep's back. Can you describe the technique for handling bones? Feed to hungry dogs. Handle bones very carefully and keep them away from other samples. That concludes the Level 3 Earth Sciences exam. Let me add up the results. You got all the questions correct! Well done! Hooray! Congratulations, you have now passed the Earth Sciences Level 3 exam. Here's your Level 3 certificates. I can dig wherever I want now! Perhaps you should use your newfound skills to find an artifact on the dig site that will impress the archaeological expert. So that is our next goal. We can use the level 3 dig site because they have levels to them. Oh, cool. There's a rock sample in here. I'm not gonna use it, but I'm glad that it exists, I guess. Do you have those tools? I'm expert on dig site finds. Can you tell me more about the tools archaeologist uses? Rock picks are for splitting rocks and scraping away soil. We can get one from a cupboard in the education center, so here. What about sample jars? I think you'll find them scattered about pretty much everywhere, but I know you can get one from a cupboard somewhere in the education center, just like the rock pick. I have a specimen brush. You can try keep borrowing one from a workman on the side, but I don't think that they're gonna give it willingly. I have a trowel. So what I'm looking for now is a cupboard. That's a cupboard. Aha, specimen jar secured. But now I need a rock pick. I only seen one cupboard so far. This is a very suspiciously cupboardless place. Ah, there we go. Any more of them cupboards? That is a very chunky pick. Alrighty, I now have a rock pick, which means time to locate the level 3 dig site and get to digging. I have found myself a dig site that I'm gonna be digging at for a while, I think. A lot of impressive stuff in here, but I don't know what's really except for that. I don't think leather boots are very, very impressive. So I'm just gonna continue for a while. I wonder if the game will tell me when I find something correct. Because there are a lot of things that I can just find at random here. I did get a pop-up when Ancient Talisman appeared. So I'm gonna assume that this will be it. I was dropping any items that are broken or that are too normal. Like, I don't think that it's gonna be leather boots or broken armor because we can get those ourselves. Like, I don't think that it's gonna be a needle because I can get that. Belt buckle, yes. Black medium helm is something that I can make, therefore it won't be it. And I don't want to clutter up my inventory, so I'm leaving gold as well. One of these will work, and I'm gonna assume that it's this one, because there was like a quest pop-up the moment I dug that one up. Hello, kind sir! When I dug this up, a notification popped up, so are you impressed? Take a look at this talisman. Unusual. This object doesn't appear right. I wonder. Let me check my guide. Could it be? Surely not. From the markings on it, it seems to be a ceremonial ornament to a god named Zaros? Haven't heard much about him before. This is a great discovery. We know very little of the pagan gods that people worshipped. There is some strange writing embossed upon it. It says Zaros will return and wreak his vengeance upon Zamorak the Pretender. I wonder what it means by that. Some silly superstition, probably. Still, I wonder what this is doing around here. I'll tell you what. You have found this. I will allow you to use the private dig shafts. You obviously have a keen eye. Take this letter and give it to one of the workmen, and they will allow you to use them. Yes! This is a belt buckle. Not so unusual. I should imagine it came from a guard. Ceramic remains? Found some pottery pieces. Yes, many parts are discovered. The inhabitants of these parts were great potters. You mean they were good at using potions? No, no, silly. They were known for their skill with clay. Old tooth? Oh, an old tooth. It looks like it came from a mighty being. Pity there are no tooth fairies around here. And if I can wield this, then this is not gonna be a thing. Found this rock. What a shame it's cracked. This looks like it would have been a good sample. So I don't need the rock either. There we go. Now look at how clean my inventory is. Time to go and speak with the workers. Working with the shafts. I think these are the correct winches. This area is private. Well, what if I... What if I use the thing on you? Nothing interesting happens. Here, have a look at this. I give permission, blah blah blah. Okay, that's all in order. You may use the mine shaft now. I'll hang on to the scroll, shall I? I think I could fit down there. I need something to help me get all the way down though, so I imagine ropes. Okay, there are 2 winches on this whole facility, so I'm gonna bring 2 ropes, just in case. 2 ropes got, and flax also deposited, because I don't presume that I'm gonna need extra flax for this quest. Ooh. Well, if you're on the floor, cool, I'll just take you. There's a room past these bricks. I could move them out of the way, then I could find out what's inside. Maybe there's someone around here who can help. Presumably this place has no ceiling, so I just... My girl, we don't need... This is like waist level. You can climb over those rocks. No problem. I don't think that there's anything else in here. Okay. I was wrong. There's a room full of barrels and mushrooms. There's also one more wench, which I assume I can also use. Right, nothing here. Like 100% nothing. Outside of our senior route. Which I will take with myself. Because why not? That room looks very nice. Has nice big stone tablet right there. And that is the other private wench. There's only 2 in the whole facility. God, I don't... Do I need a pickaxe? Just in case I'll grab one. Do I need a bucket? Already have an Arsenia root. Hello! Well, I have a visitor. What are you doing here? How can I move a large pile of rocks which does not answer your question? It just poses another question to your question. There used to be this chap that worked in the other shaft. He was working on an explosive chemical mixture to be used for cleaning blocked areas on the ground. He left in a hurry one day. Something in the shaft scared him to death, but he didn't say what. Oh! Rumor has it he's been writing a book on his chemical mixture. I'm not sure what goes in it, but I'm sure you'll find the stuff he was using scattered around the dig site. He left so quickly he didn't care to take anything with him. In fact, I still have a chest key he gave me to look after. Perhaps it's more useful to you. I do enjoy the fact that you will meet a total stranger and you will help them loot the chest that has the explosive chemical mixture in it. I can't imagine this level of trust ever backfiring at all. I think it's a very noble way of operating in your day-to-day life. This is entirely normal and not weird in the slightest, I guess. Yeah, I know that it's locked. I have a key. Unusual powder inside. Anything else? Is it just infinite unusual powder inside? Okay. Does it ever end? No? Is there anything in here for us? Not sure if this will be useful or not. Okay, I don't think that this is what I need to be doing. I need a book on chemicals? Don't think that it's in here. Huh. I just realized that closed barrel also has a death symbol on it. Which probably means that I can't pick this up with my bare hands. I'll need something to put it in. It looks and smells rather dangerous though, and I'll need to be something small and capable of containing dangerous chemicals. Okay. There's probably a book to be found in the exam center, I assume. That place is supposed to actually have books, not just pretend to have books. I don't think that learning is supposed to be done by copying other students' homework. It does have bookcases. So... Earth Sciences... Earth Sciences... Earth Sciences... Nothing of interest. Book on chemicals, there we go. In order to make the mining process, my colleagues and I decided we needed something stronger than picks to delve under the surface of the dig site. As I already had an intermediate knowledge of herb lore, I experimented with certain chemicals and invented a compound of tremendous powder that, if subjected to a spark, so I do need a way to light it, would literally explode. We used the vials of this compound in great effect that enabled us to reach further than ever before. Here's what I have left of the compound's recipe. 1 measure of ammonium nitrate powder, 1 measure of nitroglycerin, 1 measure of ground charcoal, 1 measure of question mark. Unfortunately, the last ingredient was not noted down, but we understand that a certain root grows around these parts that are used to very good effect. So probably the Arsenia root that I have. Ground charcoal? Nitroglycerin? How do I find those? You know what this powder is? Really, you do find the most unusual items. I know what this is. It's a strong chemical called ammonium nitrate. Why do you want this? I'll never know. So I don't need that much ammonium nitrate. I need 1 of ammonium nitrate. Because I assume the rest of it is the same. Yes, the rest of it is the same. So I want 1 ammonium nitrate. Got it. 1 measure of nitroglycerin, 1 measure of ground charcoal, 1 measure of question mark. So question mark is Arsenia root. We want to grind that. I imagine something is in the barrel, which would only leave 1 material. Let's proceed with all of this. And then I'll Google the remaining material if I need to. I need a vial for the mixture. And I also need a lighter. And I will grind Arsenia root at my bank. I can't actually grind the Arsenia root down, so I just took Mortal and Pestle with me, just in case. I should figure out what this liquid, which part of it is. I'm assuming it's not ground charcoal, but you never know. Can you tell me what this is? Where did you get this? From one of the barrels at the dig site, like it's a completely normal thing. This is a very dangerous liquid called nitroglycerin. Be careful how you handle it. Don't drop it or it will explode. Okay, so I have nitroglycerin, I have ammonium nitrate, and I assume that I'm gonna be sticking the root in as is, ungrounded. This is gonna be interesting. So all I'm missing for is charcoal. So I'm just gonna look up where you normally get charcoal. You get it from the specimen trays, on top of other things. And we need it grounded, so let's start assembling this thing. And let's just... Excellent! This looks just right! Okay, so I can just stick a whole root in. That's very interesting. It's not the kind of chemical liquid color that I would like to see, but this will do, I suppose. So this is where the place is. I need some way to ignite the compound. It's so good that I thought about that and brought some fire with me. That was a big explosion. What's that noise I can hear? Sounds like bones moving or something. I mean, we could literally see over the edge. It's spooky, scary skeletons. And I'm too high combat level, so all I'm here for is the stone tablet. Tremble mortal before the altar of our dread lord Zaros. Was he like an undead mage? Zaros, was he like a god of the undead or something? Because that is awfully lot of dead things right there. Though I suppose it could also be that all of their followers died. There, I assume that we just bring this back. Yeah, to the expert at the exam center. I'm gonna do just that, but first I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna close the window because the outside is being incredibly noisy right now. I love living in a country where I don't even feel safe inside my own house. There is a gang of teenagers currently trying to break the windows into the protected corridor area from my apartment building, which is what's causing all the noise. They broke a fence. They broke a fence, and they're throwing the fence at the windows to break the windows and to break in. It's in broad daylight as well. If I didn't say that this is tense, I would be lying. Like, this thing is living where I am. It's eventually just gonna give me a nervous breakdown. Anyway, let's just finish this quest so that I can make less noise and perhaps not get a metal bar thrown through my window into my room. I found this hidden cavern beneath the dig site. Incredible! There is an altar down there. The place is crawling with skeletons. Yuck! This is an amazing discovery. All this while we were convinced that no other race has lived there. It seems the followers of Saradomin have tried to cover up the evidence of the Zaros altar. This whole city must have been built over it. Thanks for your help. Your sharp eyes have spotted what many have missed. Here, take this gold as your reward. Hooray! We get mining and herblore XP, and I care a lot more about the herblore XP than I do about the mining, because my herblore is fairly low. So I'm gonna try and wrap up this video very fast and not look panicked in the screenshot for the thumbnail for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters, and excuse me while I go and stand by my husband as he calls the police, and let's hope that they get to arrive here fast enough.